Well, we stayed around in the ball game and finally were able to make some plays. Make them kick field goals in the first half. Didn't get really things going. Last drive before the half, I knew going in the ball game out because I'd watched him. I was not going to let him stand and just play the same defense because he got after everybody. Sam has. He's a good player. And so for us, the last drive, we actually screwed up 3 calls, trying to be too exotic. Second half, we were able to still come back and do some stuff. We knew if we could get them into a 3-man, we could get into a 3-man rush, then we were going to be, it would be our advantage. Early in the ball game, if you looked at our background, all of our things, most of the time we played zone, so early in the ball game we blitzed them. The 3rd and 24 right before the half, the safety didn't come over, we would have blitzed, there was nobody to block him, but he didn't come over. So, welcome to young safeties. But, you know, I'm really proud of the kids. Really proud of Max. Tape Harbor being back. Made a big play today. Almost made another play on a wheel route. Got to find ways to win. I was proud of them. Defense stepped up. Got some picks. We're capable of that. You know, I've been playing too much man, so I went to more zone today. Changed it up with a little bit of man. We got hurt in some man early. First touchdown for them. Got a double move, and the safety didn't get over the top of it. But found a way to get it done. I mean, it's hard to win ball games. It's just hard to do that.
What did Max's resiliency,
Oh
especially
yeah.
for his first day?
Yeah, in fact, he would have made it a lot easier if he would have pulled the ball on a read earlier in the last drive. He might not have had to throw it as far to go. He did today, to be honest with you, because he would still be running. So.
What did you think of the emotion he showed him that last drive?
Oh yeah, here's the thing. You know, you guys all. You know, I said this the other day. Everybody wants players to be like hot cocoa. You know, you just rip off the cover, pour it in, put hot water in, and they're a great player. It's good. Hot cocoa's ready to go. It's just not that easy. It's not that easy. And so, you know, they asked me outside, well, I mean, what did we see in Max? I mean, Dad's a coach, great family, led his team back in high school. They've never been to the playoffs, I think to the finals. He's not where we need to be yet, but we're farther along. I think it'll help our confidence going forward now. And, you know, like I said, getting Tay back, McHale back, which was he ran in, did some things today. Our tight ends made a couple catches when we're big today. So, find a way to win.
Do you think Max is getting more comfortable?
It's like dating in high school. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't have to break up, find somebody else. I mean, you just have a perfect answer. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, it's like, as soon as I say something's like dating in high school, everybody knows. Because it's just a show. I mean, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. That's exactly what high school, and that's where it is when you have a freshman quarterback. I'll look at the film, I think we're gonna be unhappy with him a couple. He threw an early pick that he shouldn't have thrown. I mean, but the bottom line is, and we say this all the time, score one more, hold him to one less. And he found a way in the fourth quarter to be able to get that done. Defense found a way to get a stop. Should we bring in a walk-on kicker, and he kicks a 52-yard field goal, and we bring in a walk-on punter because we weren't punting that well, and he, you know, find guys who want to make plays. We put our Darius in for Vernon Scott, and the first play he gets in, he picks the ball. I mean, put people in there that make plays. I mean, that's the whole key, but he's also the guy that didn't line up on the blitz because he's a redshirt freshman, and it's like, you know, they really tried to confuse us. They came out in a bunch. Iowa State did it to us 2 years ago. So we couldn't see the formations and make early calls, and they shifted out quick. It was really a good move on their part. And it hurt us in the first half. Our kids handled it better in the second half, but it didn't allow us to blitz them as much as we wanted to because you didn't know what formation you're going to get into. So you got to give Coach Herman and his staff a lot of credit. And their kids playing hard. I thought it was a great football game. I mean, Sam's a good football player. I'm just going to tell you guys, he's a good football player. A lot of respect for the quarterback. A lot of respect for the quarterback.
Gary, what's that feeling like when you're trying to leave the field and the fans are pouring onto the field and it's a jubilant moment?
Well, we haven't had a lot of good things happen to us this year so far. And so fans and players alike, I think we've been all frustrated. And we still got 5 ball games to go, and we still have 2 wins to go to try to get to be bowl eligible. And every ball game we got left is a hard game. And so for us, and it was like I told them though, they thought losing to a close Kansas State game, they thought Kansas State was a lot better. I thought Kansas State was a good football team. And just think if we'd made a couple plays in that game and we would have been, now you're sitting at 5 wins and you're only looking at 2 losses and you're feeling a whole lot better about yourself. And you got to play on the road. Next week we got to go to Stillwater. Hard place to play. So, as I told them, enjoy the night and come back with the same urgency they had last Sunday to get ready for Texas. So we can get ourselves to 5 wins.
When you guys were game playing, was there more of a sort of concerted effort to try to get Max to throw the ball deep and try to create some of those opportunities?
No, we've had, as I told you, we all the way back to last spring. But the problem is we haven't had some of those people that to throw it deep to. If they're not fast enough to outrun the guy, then it doesn't really do you any good to throw it deep. And we're starting to get some of those guys back, and now since they're back, then everybody doesn't double cover Rager like they have. And so, McKell coming back, I thought some of the younger players, T. Hunt, John Stevens made a great catch in the sideline. Pro Wells made a great catch for the touchdown early. I mean, and then when those kind of things happen, then they gain more confidence in the quarterback, right? And the quarterback gains more confidence in throwing to them, and then good things happen to you. And it's that time of year when we need a little confidence, to be honest with you, which was a great thing.
Gary, K-State beat Oklahoma. Obviously, you guys beat Texas. The league is wide open.
It's been this way for a while. I hate to tell you guys. I mean, it's been this way for a while. I mean, we beat up on each other all the time. We have since we've been in this league, to be honest with you. I mean, you got to go on the road and play. If you don't go on the road and play, then you're going to get beat. Because everybody in this league on the road plays better at home, and you got to get ready to go. I mean, it's simple. So we got to go on the road, and then you have a really good Baylor team here, right? Then you got to go to Texas Tech, tough place to play. Then you got Oklahoma on the road, and then you finish off with West Virginia. I could say it in my sleep. So, I mean, this game's done, and we get ready for the next one.
We've won 5 of the last 6 games with the Longhorns. What should we take away from that?
I don't know. Today we won. I mean, I don't, I like my job. It helps me. If I beat Texas, I usually can keep my job longer in this state. So it helps me. But outside of that, I was happy for the kids, to be honest with you. Because the bottom line to it is they, we hear it all the time that we're not good enough, we're not this, and we just keep proving people wrong. So they can keep talking, but they're, as you guys say, they're fake news. It's fake news that we're lesser. So we'll stay with what we're doing. I figured you guys needed a soundbite, so did you keep asking the questions so I give you something you can run with, right? So there it was.
When Max threw an early kick in the game when you guys went deep, was there any hesitation about, we still want to keep this?
Well, no, they were sitting on routes. You had to go take the ball game. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really fired up about the first fly sweep that we started off in 2nd and 12. I mean, we got lucky in that drive. That was the drive. So, but you gotta. I mean, it's easy for me to have hindsight. I mean, I sit there and if I was the guy just standing and watching my defensive coordinator call things, I'd probably be complaining about him too. Now, when I get home, my wife will say, "Why'd you call that?" So I have my own person, to be honest with you. And then I gotta watch him and say, "Why did you call that?" So we got work to do.
You guys picked off Sam 4 times, and you said you went more of a zone this game. Was that something?
Well, no, we just kept changing up. I actually, in the first half, man blitzed him quite a bit. We stopped him on third downs. Man blitzed it because people had just stood there and let him stand there. And when he stood there, he killed people. And so we wanted to get him out of rhythm. But it hurt us on the last drive. And so for me, they ran a wheel route and they flipped the back, and our end we didn't get it called and recalled. The front didn't get recalled, so we could actually spy the guy. And I tried to do too much. And so in the second half, I quit doing too much. I quit coming off the edge as much and let the guys play. And so we knew if we could get them into our 3-man rush and drop 8, because we had given them problems a year ago, then it would be good for us, and we were able to do that. So.
Why do you think you guys have been able to be so resilient? I mean, early in the game, a couple mistakes and Texas takes the lead, but they kind of didn't back down. Why do you think they've been so?
Our teams have been down forever, but we've been so young. Early, we didn't. Iowa State, for me, was a turning point because I didn't think we fought back, at least on the surface. But when you watched it, offensively we did, and we just didn't have a lot of good things happen to us. And that's what I told them 2 weeks before we got to Kansas State. I said, to be honest with you, Iowa State's better than what you guys give them credit for, first. Second, I said there wasn't a lot of things that were good for you guys, that happened that were good for us and doing things. And so you just need to keep your head up. We have a lot of good players that know how to win a lot of ball games and what you need to do. And I thought Kansas State, we proved that last week. The way we fought till the end, we didn't make a couple plays. We basically gave them the long run by the quarterback, doing what we did in the first half on the last drive of the first half. We screwed up calls. I mean, if you ask me on the 4th and 1 at Kansas State, if I blitzed from the field and I slanted the end outside and they booted it that way, if I would take it, I'd tell you yes. But we didn't make the play. So, it's, as I said, that's what I told them. I said, if you want to be in the ball game, make plays. And some guys did that today. So I was very happy for all of them because they've been a little bit frustrated that more good things haven't happened to them, and hopefully we'll learn from this and we'll grow from this and we'll get ready to go.
At the end of the first half, when Griffin missed the first attempt, did you ever think about putting the offense back in there? Or are you sticking with 52-yard attempt?
No. When I walked over to him, he rushed that. I said, Griff, I don't know if you go watch the film. I walked out to him, I said, don't rush it. They're not rushing. Just kick it like you did in practice. He made like a 54-yarder on Thursday in our kicking script, exactly in the same place, and that was what, 52? He made a 54, and it was and when they were kicking early in practice today in warm-up, going with, that's why I chose against the wind in the third quarter. So last week when I did it, so just to show you how things go, they don't go well for you. So I choose against the wind in the third quarter at Kansas State. And right when we hit the fourth quarter, the wind changed. You're like, you gotta be kidding me. Whoever's not living right needs to clean it up. Because holy smokes, I mean, we're gonna get the wind. We're gonna get the wind, and then the wind changes. I'm from Kansas. The wind never changes unless there's a tornado, and there was no tornado. That was like the calling card of, here's what's going to go down. So.
There you saw those red jerseys in action today. Haven't had a little time to digest.
Well, for all those people that don't like them, I still love you. Go Frogs. So, our kids loved them. I can tell you the recruits were over the moon on them. I mean, they would even look better if this would have been a night game. They would have really popped. I might have wore one if it would have been a night game. Gil and I would have wore it. So. No, I don't think so. We had Elliott Hill in the locker room, and I was able for them to thank him. Nike's been very good to us at TCU, so very good. It's awesome.
You mentioned it a little bit earlier, but just to get a win like this and have some things like you said go right and have good things happen to you, was there just a little bit of an emotional release, just just unbridled joy in a lot of ways?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like when my wife said yes, because I was about a 50-50 whether she was going to or not. I mean, that's pretty much the way games go. I mean, because we had been so close, kids had practiced hard. I told somebody that, this was the last 2 Wednesdays were the best 2 Wednesdays our defense had practiced all year. Now, we didn't handle, again, calls very well early when they were trying to get all muddled up and do the things they were going to do, and our guys got it. And here's the problem. It wasn't our young guys, it was our older, our fronts, where all of our returning players are. They're the ones that aren't talking. They need to do a better job of talking. So,
Anything else for Coach?
Ed, there's just one W. Now we need to go on. See, you guys all had your stories written. What it was going to be was a loss. See, I wanted to ruin your weekend. I'll see you.